Back on top. Moved around by Jackson Davis. Oh, Curry was already headed back the other way like he always does.
In what was supposed to be a casual preseason game, the Golden State Warriors delivered a beatdown of historic proportions, obliterating the Los Angeles Lakers with a 1-1-1-9-7 final score. This wasn't just any win, it was a massacre that sent shockwaves across the NBA landscape. The Warriors, now a perfect 5-0 in the preseason, aren't just toying with their opponents, they are making a statement the dynasty is alive, and it's stronger than ever. And what of the Lakers? LeBron James, the so-called king, was reduced to a mere spectator in his own house as Steph Curry and the Warriors turned the court into a battlefield. What we witnessed in Las Vegas was nothing short of a reckoning, one that exposed the glaring flaws of a crumbling Lakers team. Let's break it all down, piece by piece, starting with how the Warriors have transformed themselves into an unstoppable juggernaut. Anyone who thought the Golden State Warriors were done, that their era of dominance was fading, got a brutal wake-up call tonight. Forget the whispers of decline, this team is built for the long haul. At 5-0, the Warriors are sending a clear message to every contender the dynasty is not just alive, it's thriving. They didn't just beat the Lakers, they dismantled them, brick by brick, until there was nothing left but dust. Steph Curry, the man who changed the game of basketball, once again showcased why he remains the most dangerous player on the court. His numbers tonight? 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, but it wasn't just about the stats. It was about control, precision, and the absolute terror he instills in his opponents. Every time he touched the ball, the defense panicked, scrambling like headless chickens, hoping that this time Curry would miss. Spoiler, he rarely does. But it wasn't just Curry. The entire Warriors roster played with the kind of fluidity, intensity, and discipline that we've come to expect from a championship caliber team. Their defense was suffocating, their ball movement was seamless, and their chemistry was off the charts. This isn't a team grasping at past glory, this is a team that looks ready to steamroll through the NBA once again. Every dribble, every pass, every shot was a reminder of just how dangerous the Warriors still are. For those who thought the Warriors' golden age had ended, think again. They are not just alive, they are evolving into something even more terrifying. Tonight's win was no fluke, it was a promise of things to come. But while the Warriors rise to new heights, the Lakers and LeBron James are sinking fast. Let's take a hard look at what's happening on the other side of this epic collapse. 6 points. That's all LeBron James could deliver tonight? 6 miserable points from a man who was once untouchable in this league. The same LeBron who used to dominate games, crush opponents, and put teams on his back. But tonight, he looked exhausted, frustrated, and dare I say it, defeated. The stats don't lie. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Those are not the numbers of a king. Those are the numbers of a player who's lost the fire, the hunger, the will to win. LeBron's collapse isn't just physical, it's mental. And it's dragging the entire Lakers team down with him. You could see it in his eyes, his body language. There was no fight, no determination, just resignation. The king has abdicated his throne. And what of the Lakers? The rest of the team crumbled under the weight of their own failures. The defense was non-existent. They couldn't hit shots when it mattered. And their entire strategy seemed to be hope for a miracle. Well, miracles don't happen when you're playing against a team like the Warriors. LeBron isn't capable of carrying this team anymore. He's no longer the superhero who can save the day. And without him leading the charge, the Lakers look like a ship without a captain lost, adrift and headed for disaster. Is this the end of LeBron James as we know him? Has Father Time finally caught up with the king? One thing is for sure, if LeBron and the Lakers don't figure things out fast, this season could be the most humiliating chapter in his storied career. But while LeBron crumbles, Steph Curry continues to rise, proving once again why he's not just great, he's the best. Let's dig deeper into Curry's performance and why no one in the NBA is safe as long as he's on the floor. Steph Curry is more than a player, he's a force of nature. The man who single-handedly redefined the modern game of basketball showed no mercy tonight. Every dribble, every shot, every pass was a masterpiece. Curry wasn't just playing basketball, he was putting on a clinic. The Lakers tried everything, but nothing worked. No matter what defense they threw at him, Curry found a way to break it down. He made it look effortless. With 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in just 27 minutes, Curry didn't need to play the entire game to make his mark. His presence alone is enough to send defenses into panic mode. The Lakers threw double teams at him. They tried switching, they tried pressuring him up the court, but nothing worked. Why? Because Curry is in a league of his own, his court vision is unmatched, his shooting is otherworldly, and his ability to create space impossible. And let's not forget his leadership. Curry isn't just a scorer, he's the heart and soul of this team. He's the engine that makes the Warriors run, and when he's on the floor, everyone around him elevates their game. Tonight was no different. The Warriors played with the kind of confidence and swagger that comes from knowing you have the greatest shooter in NBA history leading the charge. Steph Curry isn't just reclaiming his throne, he's showing the world that he never left it. With every game, he's proving why he's still the most feared player in the league. And if this is just the preseason, the rest of the NBA better start bracing themselves for what's to come. But Curry didn't do it alone. Let's talk about the secret weapon the Warriors unleashed tonight. Their new wave of young talent that has the NBA buzzing. While Steph Curry was busy rewriting the rules of basketball, the Warriors' new blood was making sure that everyone knew their names. Dalton Knecht, a rookie who was already turning heads, dropped 19 points, looking like he's been doing this for years. His confidence, his poise, his ability to create offense in critical moments, it was nothing short of spectacular. Knecht didn't just show up, he dominated. And then there's Jalen Hood-Schifino. This kid has the kind of energy that ignites a team. Every time he touched the ball, something happened. Whether it was driving through the Lakers' lackluster defense or dishing out assists, Hood-Schifino played with the kind of intensity that the Lakers could only dream of. The Warriors' young guns didn't just perform, they excelled. And let's not forget Bronny James, LeBron's own son, who entered the game late but made his presence felt. The crowd erupted when Bronny hit a layup. And while his role was small in this game, it's clear that the future is bright for this kid. The Warriors have a secret weapon, and it's not just one player, it's the depth of their roster. The young guys are hungry, and they're ready to make an impact. The Lakers couldn't keep up. Their aging roster was no match for the speed, agility, and sheer determination of the Warriors' new generation. This wasn't just a win, it was an annihilation. And the scary part, the Warriors are only getting started. But what does this mean for the future of these two teams? Let's take a closer look at what's coming next for both the Warriors and the Lakers. The Warriors are riding high, and their next games will only fuel their momentum. With upcoming matchups against the Phoenix Suns and Minnesota Timberwolves, the Warriors are looking unstoppable. Curry's leadership, combined with the explosive talent of their young guns, makes this team the one to beat. They're not just winning, they're dominating, and with each game, they're sharpening their skills, preparing for what looks to be a monstrous regular season. As for the Lakers, their future looks bleak. They'll face the Suns and the Warriors again, but unless they find a way to fix their glaring issues, they're heading straight for disaster. LeBron James can no longer carry this team on his shoulders, and the rest of the Lakers simply aren't stepping up. If they don't make some serious adjustments, this could be the season that breaks them. The Lakers are in desperate need of a miracle, but based on tonight's performance, miracles seem to be in short supply. The contrast between these two teams couldn't be clearer. The Warriors are a team on the rise, while the Lakers are a team in freefall. As the regular season approaches, one thing is certain: the NBA belongs to the Warriors, and everyone else is just playing catch-up. Golden State Warriors 5-0, undefeated, and leaving a trail of devastation behind them. Tonight, they didn't just beat the Lakers, they turned them into a pile of rubble. Steph Curry is back on his throne, and the new generation of Warriors is ready to carry the torch. This is the dawn of a new era for Golden State. And they're not just aiming for wins, they're aiming for total domination. LeBron James, once the king, now looks like a fading star, unable to lift the Lakers out of their spiral. The dynasty that was once feared is now crumbling, while the Warriors rise to heights unimaginable. Tonight was more than a game, it was a glimpse into the future. And that future? It's golden. Stay tuned, because this season is going to be one for the ages. The Golden State Warriors are back, and they're ready to claim what's theirs, the NBA throne.